Miramar, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and WQAM AM Miami, an Odyssey sports station.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The game is ended, and now we begin. It's Game Day Uncensored, post-game edition. Real talk, real reaction, real opinions for real Miami football fans on FM 104.3 WQAM, Miami sports leader.
Run, Dolphins, run! Cook, Tua, cook! And hello, Dolphins defense. Glad to see you. We've missed you so much. Domination from your Miami Dolphins 34-10 win. Where you at? I am Dan Day along with Jimmy Menthols. Jimmy, get the trigger ready. I'm not mincing my words. The Falcons. It feels good. One more time.
It disappears. I had to find it again.
I'm about to blow this thing up. Miami Dolphins go into Atlanta, dominating win. The defense looks fantastic. Tua Tagovailoa with the pink eye, with the conjunctivitis, with one eye, has the game of the year for the Dolphins. Collectively, the Dolphins basically say, the Falcons. Whoo! That is a get-right game. And for 1 week at least, 1 week, our Miami Dolphins feel good. A victory against the most clown organization in the league. I don't care what you do. Winning big, 34-10. They hang it on the Atlanta Falcons. Whoo! Maybe, just maybe, this team got some get right today, and they start along a path of more successful football. Team that feels like maybe they figured a few things out. Get the running game going. It wasn't just Devon Achane. Ollie Gordon II, Tua Tagovailoa slanging the ball, and that defense was all over the place. I know Kirk Cousins, he's not anything to write home about, but he is a professional quarterback. He does know how to read defenses, and this defense was solid today. I am not going to take anything away from the Dolphins. Now, I know some fans might say, yeah, you beat the Falcons. You actually hurt your draft stock. That's fine. If that's the way you feel, let me know how you feel about this game. 305-567-0560. We're taking your calls for the next hour. Like I said, you're free to say whatever you want to say. Maybe this was a huge victory for you, just like it was for me. Maybe you feel as though even though we won, we lost. Sometimes you win, to borrow from Rosie Perez in White Men Can't Jump. Sometimes you win, but you really lose. Sometimes you lose, but you really win. Some people are probably saying right now in Dolphins land, we won, but we really lost. How do you feel? Once again, 305-567-0560. Don't curse like I've been trying to curse all day. I really hate the Falcons, and I really love the Dolphins, and I really love that the Dolphins went in there and stomped them. One more time, deep breath. The Falcons. Once again, don't use that language. 305-567-0560. Go into the phone lines right away. 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Jackson, calling from South Carolina.
Jackson, glad to have you back. What's on your mind?
I'm just so happy, but the real reason is that the team was just trying to win for Mike McDaniel so he would stay with us. So that's pretty much what's going on here. And also, wow, the defense finally showed up this game. And Tua was playing so good. And today he was throwing dots. He was doing what he was supposed to do. The running backs were doing good. The wide receivers were getting open for Tua. And I'm just saying, man, we might have a chance to go on a big winning streak and might have a chance to go to the playoffs. It depends though. But we just gotta keep doing what we're doing right now. I think we just need to be better on the defense side of the ball, but no, not the defense, my bad. It's the offense a little bit with the running and a little bit on the screens a little bit more. But honestly, we did amazing. we won against the Falcons, and yeah, they're a top team right now, and we beat them because they beat the Bills, and we beat them today. I feel so happy right now. Dan Day, I feel like you right now.
Jackson, I'm right there with you. This isn't a Falcons team. That is a kind of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde team. They did whoop the Bills. They also got whooped 30-0 by the Carolina Panthers. But nonetheless, today was the day for the Miami Dolphins. Every facet of the game just seemed to work. Tua Tagovailoa dialed in. That touchdown to Malik Washington. Woo! Touchdown to Jalen Waddle. Woo! Touchdown pass to Ollie Gordon second. Woo! That defense was swarming. Atlanta had no answer. Bijan Robinson coming into the game. People were telling me, we can't stop Kamani Vidal. We can't stop Rico Dowdle. How in the hell are we going to stop a guy like Bijan Robinson? Bijan Robinson got nada. And if you're saying, oh, well, it just wasn't their day, no, today was the day of the Dolphins. Cannot take anything away from Anthony Weaver, from Mike McDaniel, from Tua Tagovailoa, from Ollie Gordon II, from this whole team. It was a team dominating win. As they go into Atlanta, they already have a trash crowd that halfway showed up. They were definitely out early in this game. No doubter from the Miami Dolphins. So happy. 305-567-0560 is the number to call. This is a Dolphins team that if you think they quit on each other, today they proved to you they have not quit on Mike McDaniel. They have not quit on each other. They have not quit playing on this season. They are not just playing for their next team or their next contract or their future with the team. This is a team that is playing to win. And they went in there and took it to the Falcons. And I know there's going to be some people that say, no. They have the naysayers. It was Kirk Cousins. It wasn't Michael Penix Jr. Kirk Cousins looks like absolute trash. It's an Atlanta team that's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And this week, they were Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde, whichever one is the weak link. Other people will say, yeah, the Dolphins might have won, but all we really did was hurt our draft stock. Today, I'm celebrating. You can call in and rain on my parade. I have no problem with that. 305-567-0560. But today, you have to be happy as Tua Tagovailoa, 20 for 26, 205 yards, and 4 touchdowns. And Jimmy Menthols, you don't have to look. You know how many interceptions Tua Tagovailoa threw today?
Goose egg.
Say it in Spanish. En español.
Cero.
0 if you speak English or whatever language you're speaking. It's easy. Goose egg, 0. Looked like an all-pro quarterback. Even the announcers were saying, looks like the Tua of old. Unbelievable by Tua Tagovailoa. Devon Achane continues. He has 18 carries for 67 yards. Jalen Waddle out there balling with that big touchdown catch. 5 receptions, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. Here is the telling tale right here. Mr. Offense, Mr. MVP, he can do it by the run. He can do it in the catch. He's licking his chops. He laid his head down on the bed last night thinking he was going to have a career day against the Dolphins. Mr. Bijan Robinson, guess what? 9 carries, 25 yards, taking out the game basically. Fumbles even, his own fumble. We pick it up. The Dolphins capitalize on every single thing they did today. I'm feeling good. Are you feeling good, though? Because like I said, this is Game Day Uncensored. You could say what you want to say. Call me up 305-567-0560. Back to the phone lines, 104.3 WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Steve from Sunrise.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, Dan Day. I like you, and I like listening to your show. I call every week, and I'm glad you're excited. It's good to hear you're just as excited with this win as you are, honestly, when there's a loss. When down there's a loss. I love the way that you support the Dolphins. But listen, it's going to happen again. It's all going to happen again. The same thing of every year. You're going to hear Joe Rose on the Monday on the show saying maybe we can do it. You just heard that kid, that young man. I know he's a young man, but other Dolphins are going to say it. They're going to say, oh, maybe we can win this many in a row and we're back. It's going to happen again, Dan Day. All this stuff's going to happen. This is why Dolphin fans are the worst. They can't stick to one thing and one thing only. Every Dolphin fan now is going to be like, we're back. If we win this many in a row, we can do it. All we have to do is win this game and we're back. And if Bills lose this game and we at Dan Day, it's what they did last year, the year before that. Don't fall in the trap. I'm glad you're excited about this game. Don't fall in the trap because all that happened today, to quote a few good men, you weaken a nation, All that happened today was it weakened a team. It weakened their draft stock. Dan Day, stick to the plan. Get rid of everybody. Clean house. If you don't stick to that plan, it's going to be more mediocrity for the next many years. Have a good day.
Oh, saying it's a little fool's gold right there. Hey, I welcome those calls. Hey, I don't mind it. 305-567-0560. Dolphins fans, you've been burned like this before. I understand where you're coming from. We feel sky high this week, and then next week, or the Thursday, I should say, the Baltimore Ravens, who aren't all that great, probably get Lamar Jackson back, will come in here and stomp us, and we're right back to we're terrible, we're no good. Or maybe you beat the Baltimore Ravens and you get all excited saying, Jimmy, we got a 2-game winning streak. We might have figured some things out. Now you're 3-6, and then you eventually get stomped and you have another mediocre record. You have another mediocre draft. You have another mediocre season, and you're back where you started. And I understand the craziness, but at the same time, I'm celebrating. My most hated team, the Atlanta Falcons, proved why they are a clown franchise. Miami Dolphins, one of my favorite teams, going out there and playing with pride. That's what I'm so happy about. They played with pride. They could have quit, Jimmy, but they didn't quit.
Enjoy today. Just enjoy today.
Let's enjoy it.
And
Let's
just enjoy
play.
it. I know. It's probably fool's gold, probably.
Jimmy, a lifelong Dolphins fan, grew up here in Miami.
But just enjoy today.
Let's enjoy it, baby.
Worry about everything else later.
Everybody feel good today. But if you don't feel good, once again, Game Day Uncensored. We want to hear from you. 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Neil calling from California.
Cali Neil. Let's go, man. What you got?
So I'm glad that we got to embarrass a team after last week's embarrassment.
That's true.
I mean, and I'll leave it at that. Like, I don't have I got to call when they win. I got to call when they lose. But I think the last caller is a little more jaded than I am. This is a nice thing to take for the week. But we got to be there when we got to be fans. That's the whole thing. So I'll leave it at that. I appreciate you guys.
Hey, Neil, thank you for the little sunshine out there in California. Yeah, I understand where Dolphins fans are coming from, saying, we got to win, but what did we really win today? We're still 2-6. We're still doing badly. We still got embarrassed by the Browns last week, who got embarrassed this week, by the way. We'll get to the scoreboard.
Look at the Jets. They just beat the Bengals.
The Jets were getting smoked by the Bengals, came back and beat the Bengals. I think it's an all AFC East winning weekend. We're going to get to the scoreboard in just a minute, but man, I would say I didn't see this coming, but I kind of did, Jimmy. I said before in the pregame show the Dolphins are going to win, and everybody chastised me for being too optimistic. And I said, we got a lot of demons to get out of our closet, and the team to do it against, the best team to do it against, the Atlanta Falcons. There's two teams that you can count on to be themselves when it comes time to be themselves. That is the New York Jets, although they actually proved themselves pretty good today, and the Atlanta Falcons. Tom Brady saw it in the Super Bowl. Care what the score is? We'll come back on your ass and put you into the ground. That's what they did. And today the Dolphins go into their house, which isn't that much of a home field advantage because their fan base is pretty weak anyway. Nonetheless, go into their house and prove the Dolphins still do have a little something with them. Tua Tagovailoa. Oh yeah, by the way, Tua Tagovailoa got benched again this week, Jimmy. Did you know that? 2 weeks in a row, Tua Tagovailoa has been benched. Last week because of his poor play. This week because of his great play. So far ahead, we put in backup Zach Wilson. That's how you get it done. You feel good. Devon Achane once again toting the rock, 18 carries, 67 yards. Ollie Gordon, the second game of his career, early career, nonetheless, 10 carries, 46 yards. Jalen Wright, whoever said competition is a good thing? You don't think Ollie Gordon saw Jalen Wright getting some carries? Maybe got a little fired up? Saw that, somebody might be coming for my backup job. I want to be the backup. Ollie Gordon goes out there, hard running, also caught a touchdown, but 10 carries, 46 yards. Jalen Wright goes in there, 9 carries, 28 yards, make you feel good. Jalen Waddle looking like wide receiver number 1, 5 receptions, 99 yards, and that long touchdown. Malik Washington, that was a dime, Jimmy. No one can deny not only a great dime from Tua Tagovailoa, but a great catch from Malik Washington on that big touchdown. He finished with 4 receptions, 36 yards, and that was an absolute dime that Tua threw to our guy, Malik Washington, in the second quarter. Made it 17-3. Whew. You were impressed. I know you were, Jimmy. I was standing right next to you when you
I
told
was
me.
going nuts.
Jimmy was going nuts. I said, the route is on. How do you feel? 305-567-0560, the number to call. Devon Achane also doing it through the air. 5 receptions, 24 yards. Ollie Gordon had that 1 reception, 20 yards, and he took it to the house. Look, this is how you know Dolphins were clicking on all cylinders. Nick Westbrook-Akine got another catch this week. 1 reception, 18 yards. Tanner Conner got in there, 2 receptions for 6 yards. Cedric Wilson Jr. recently activated. He got a reception for 2 yards. Alec Ingold was throwing blocks all over the place. So proud of him. And the defense. Oh, my goodness. The defense was lit today against a Falcons team. I understand they had their backup quarterback coming off an Achilles injury. He looked like he wanted to retire, or he was already retired. He did nothing. Kirk Cousins, though, in the past has carved up some defenses. Absolutely nothing. And if you say, well, Kirk Cousins sucks, Bijan Robinson does not suck. He just sucked today because we took him out of his game. We rallied to the ball. We played physical. We played with anger. We played mean. We got up on him. It's really odd, isn't it, Jimmy? Teams play a whole lot different when they get up. When the Dolphins scored and got up 7-0, I said, you're about to see a different Dolphins team because there's one way of playing from behind. There's one way of playing from the front. Dolphins got up in this game. Surprise, surprise. Totally different Dolphins team. Take Bijan Robinson out the game. He wasn't doing much. And then he fumbles. Then you capitalize. Then you get up a lot. Then they have to go to the pass game. They're not the pass team. They're the run team. Oh, yeah, by the way, this much vaunted number 1 pass defense in the league. Number 2 overall defense.
Where was it today?
Where was it today? As Tua carved them up. They busted up the Bills on Monday night. Sorry. Bijan Robinson is going to have a record day. Yeah, record low for him. Whew. Jordan Brooks continues his all-pro season. 7 tackles and 1 sack, 3 assists. He was all over the field. Terrell Dotson, the 2 best players on our defense this year so far. 3 tackles, 1 assist. Melifonwu had 5 tackles, 1 assist. Jack Jones, no pass interference this week. Good job by him. 3 tackles. Minka Fitzpatrick got a little banged up. Storm Duck did get banged up, taken out. He had a knee issue. He did not look very good as he was carted off. A little worried about that. I thought Rasul Douglas was fantastic today on the defense. Zach Sealer even making plays. Not a sack, making plays. Jalen Phillips getting some pressure on the quarterback. I thought Chop Robinson got after the quarterback. All in all, winning this game. Offense, yes. Defense, yes. Coaching, hard to say, but yes. For everyone that hates Mike McDaniel and wants him fired, for everyone that thinks Anthony Weaver, today was a yes day for the Miami Dolphins. Maybe it's because they didn't have Chick-fil-A today in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Closed on Sundays.
Closed on Sundays. That's what the Dolphins defense told the Atlanta Falcons offense. Closed on Sundays. You're closed. Miami Dolphins get a huge win against the Atlanta Falcons. And when I say huge, the score was huge. I don't know if this is going to be huge for the season. Now, if the Dolphins go and rattle off 8, 9, 10 wins in a row, that is a huge win. But for right now, feeling fine. 305-567-0560. Let's go back to the phone lines. 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Dan, it's Sean. What's up, brother?
Sean, good to hear from you, dude.
Good to hear you, man. Where these guys come from? I don't recognize this team.
I don't know who that was, but I was happy to see it.
Man, they are playing for their jobs, man. But, you know, I'm just really happy about this win for them, at least, you know.
Yeah, that's the thing I've said all season long. This is going to be a challenging season. I'll keep it real with you. I'll keep it a buck. But let's celebrate our wins and move on from our losses. Last week was as low as we could get, and this week is as high as we can possibly get, I think.
I think this Thursday we can get Baltimore.
Yeah,
I really do, man.
They're saying Lamar Jackson's close to coming back, but I remember last time Baltimore came on a Thursday night, we got a win when nobody thought we could. But would you say some Dolphins fans are saying that's exactly what the Dolphins are going to do? They're going to get back to a respectable record, then fall apart. Are you worried about that a little bit?
Man, I can't be worried about tomorrow, man. I got to wait till one game at a time. Whatever they do, you know, hey, you guys are probably playing for fair. I'm playing to keep a job. I don't know, man, but what do you think going to happen to Mike this year at the end of the year? You think they keep him?
You know, I forgot how hard it is to predict what Stephen Ross is going to do. And a lot of people think that they hear the cries, they hear the fans. I know they see the banners. I know they know this team has played bad, but they know this team's played good. You don't know how insulated they are. I don't know what's going to happen. I think there will be some type of move at the end of the season if it continues on the path of 2-6, but I don't know, Well, let's just say this. What if they figured something out today? And people are going to chastise me. But what if they did start kind of figuring some stuff out today, and this season's on the up?
Maybe they did, man. But what's scary is, they won't even have their best players out there, really, man. You think everybody's got hurt? I mean, they don't have their best yet, and maybe they have figured out. But you know what? For those naysayers, that means let's say they do get 8-9 wins. That means Mike's gonna be back. You know that, right?
I would expect yes. I'm not too much to the chagrin of a lot of Dolphins fans. That would probably mean if they win 8 games, Mike will be back. You don't sound happy.
Man. Well, man, sometimes change is good. I just don't want to be this person that gets, the fans are like, we're going to get teased with this again. I know what they're saying. Okay, they want, a lot of fans want us to lose right out, right? So
right.
Get this over with. But, man, I just got a feeling, man. I just got a feeling they're going to run off about 6 more games, win 6 more games. And then Mr. Ross, he don't fire nobody. He likes Mike, so guess what? He's going to bring him back for 1 more year.
And Chris Greer might be right back where he is. Yeah, I understand, Sean. Sean, I understand what you're saying. Yes. You've been burned before. I know how you feel, man. I feel your pain, man. I'm not saying you're crazy. I think I'm the one crazy over celebrating this second win of the season. But yeah, Sean,
it would be day if it wasn't you celebrating because you're the most positive dude in this city.
Yeah, and also I hate the Falcons. I hate the Falcons too, man. So that's a little double flavor for me right there. But Sean, man, I'm telling you, this team today was the better team by far. Tua, by far. You know what? Whoever gave Tua pink eye or whatever it is, keep giving it to him, man. Like, keep the visor on, man.
I mean, he's a tough sell for me, man. I just cannot figure this out, man. Maybe the Falcons aren't that good. Maybe they're not that good. But you know what? Any given week, you can get beaten this. So I don't know. Everybody was talking about the Falcons defense going to do this. The Falcons defense is going to do that. The offense, the running back is going to run all through us. Man, and I'm like, I'm looking at the score. I'm like, what the heck? What happened?
And then we were up 17-3. I was like, we've seen this before against who was it against? It was against Carolina. They're going to come back, but no. Dolphins won big time.
They won big time, man. Hey, look, I'm gonna let you guys. They got a lot of callers, man. But hey, I'll talk to you next week.
Sean, you're the best, man. Thank you, brother. Yep. Sean's. Hey, Jimmy, you've lived it too. This Dolphins team, terrible. Start playing good in the middle of the season, then fade away at the end, and next thing you know, you're right back at 8 wins or 7 wins this year. But today, Jimmy, we hang a big W. 305-567-0560. Back to the phone lines. 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead.
Dan, this is Josh calling out of Miami. How's everything going?
Josh, I am on cloud 9 right now.
I think this is fool's gold, man. Our real Dolphin fans know this.
I know.
But the only thing Tua did right was not throw interceptions.
He almost did throw one. He almost threw one.
He still can't throw the ball much past 15, 16 yards. All the receivers look like they're jumping to catch balls at their ankles. They look so discombobulated after the catches. It's nothing is clean, bro. Everybody knows this. I don't know what happened to Atlanta. If they just don't like Kirk Cousins and just didn't want to play football today. But, yeah, this is fool's gold, bro. Everybody's going to get that realization next week when Lamar and everybody smokes that ragtag defense for like 40 points. I mean, I'm a Dolphin fan, but I'm a realist, man. It's going to go down just like that.
I'm with you on that. I understand exactly where you're coming from. It looked a little funky. It looked a little crazy. And, everything clicked this week, and it easily could on Thursday night go the opposite way, and nothing clicked like it did against the Browns. And I know Dolphins fans, you've been there before, and I keep telling you, can't happen again, and it keeps happening, and you keep coming back to me and saying, Dan Day, I told you, and I go, I should have listened, and I'm falling into it again. Right now we're celebrating 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead.
Mark. Hey.
What's going on?
Hello?
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Morris from Miramar, man.
Glad to have you, Morris.
Listen, listen. You know what I don't like about Dolphin fans? We always talk after the fact. If there's a player in the draft and we don't pick him and we cuss about him and if somebody else pick him and he do good, then we talk about him. You know what I really want to talk about? You remember Dan Campbell was here?
Mm-hmm.
You remember he was here? And where is he now? Detroit, right?
Yes.
The fans them running out of here. We don't want that guy here. That guy don't know nothing about coaching. He's an intern coach. That's all he is. Now he's in Detroit doing damage. And we're talking about him. No, it doesn't matter what the Dolphins do the rest of the season. Damn if they do, damn if they don't. If they win, this team ain't playing good. They don't know what happened to the Falcons, why they didn't play good and cause the Dolphins to win. Come on. We win a game. Celebrate the game. If you're a Dolphins fan, celebrate the win.
I'm feeling Irie.
Celebrate the win.
I'm feeling Irie.
Why should we not celebrate a win? Why do we want to lose in order to get a draft pick? All these kind of foolish. I hate this kind of foolishness when time people talk it, man. Why we want to lose? Yeah?
You're speaking my language right there. I'm celebrating our wins right now. I'm feeling Irie on a Sunday. It's Sunday Fun Day now. But yeah, let's not be fatalists. Let's enjoy life. That was a win. We beat the stuffing out of, I'm trying to get nasty too. I'm so excited. But yes, let's celebrate this win. But if you don't feel so happy, like I said, Rosie Perez said it in White Men Can't Jump. Sometimes you win, but you really lose. Sometimes you lose, but you really win. How are you feeling? 305-567-0560. We're going to take a break, take more of your phone calls next. Jimmy Menthal's Day and Day. This is Game Day Uncensored Postgame on 104.3 FM, WQAM.
WQAM.
Catch us on FM 1043 or listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps. Don't miss a thing.
Now, let's get back to the Game Day Uncensored postgame show on FM 1043 WQAM, Miami's sports leader.
It is way too early in the season to even be talking about playing for a draft pick. All you got to know, the Dolphins are now 2-6 after whooping that trick. The Atlanta Falcons, 34-10 in ATL. Want to hear from you? 305-567-0560, 1043 FM, WQAM. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Go ahead. Waiting on
Is
you.
that for me?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm sorry about that. Listen, dude, I've been a Dolphin fan for over 30 years.
Uh-oh.
And I'm sick and tired of hearing these Dolphin fans complaining about the Dolphins.
Hell yeah.
It's why we keep on losing. It's because we got so many people talking bad about the Dolphins, whether they win, whether they lose. When Dan Marino was here, they complained about Dan Marino. When Don Shula was here, they complained about those are the people that call in and complain about the Dolphins. I'm celebrating today. Dolphins, go Dolphins.
What are you drinking?
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Hell yeah. I like to hear that. Let's celebrate this win. Look, losing organizations want to lose. Winning organizations want to win no matter what. And the Dolphins are trying to be a winning organization. I guarantee you that. 305-567-0560. Gilbert, baby, go ahead.
Oh, what's good, bro?
Man, 34-10 against the, you know what, Falcons.
Hey, ready for it? They are who we thought they were, and we didn't let them off the hook.
We didn't let them off the hook.
Effing right, dog. No, but real talk. Listen, you celebrate the wins as you can get them. Listen, at the end of the day, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but all we can do is enjoy the present.
And this is the thing. I'm not saying it did happen today. Maybe they figured a few things out today. Maybe they got the confidence they needed. Maybe they have come on to some things that will help them in the future. You never know. This is the NFL. So we're going to hold on and celebrate, Gilbert, man. I appreciate it so much. That's what I'm talking about. Now the Dolphins' positivity is coming out. Way too early in the season to think about playing for a draft pick. The Jets even won today. We're good, baby. 305-567-0560. Back to the phone lines. Alejandro, Hollywood. Go on ahead, brother.
What's up, man? Let me tell you, this is to me is bittersweet.
I know.
You know, not the fact that we're playing for a draft pick, the fact that I really don't want Mike McDaniel or Chris Greer basically back. I mean, if they have to put Chris Greer in a different position, I understand. But at the same time, I'm just going to go ahead and celebrate because we won.
And Alejandro,
we'll see what the future.
Honestly, this one game isn't going to make or break Mike McDaniel or Chris Greer, to be honest with you.
Yes, but if they keep on compiling wins and they get like 8, maybe seven
yeah.
to 9 wins, then Stephen Ross is going to have an excuse to bring them back. And I really do think they need to make a change regardless, because I don't think the future we can trust them for the future. We can't trust Mike McDaniel developing future draft picks, and we can't trust Chris Greer making them. That's just the bottom line.
Yeah, Alejandro, that is one of those things. We are one step closer to 7 or 8 wins this season, which would mean exactly that. I think it would give Stephen Ross very much reason to say, look, we were hurt. Every year it's the same thing. I understand. Tyreek Hill was out. We didn't have a lot on defense. We had a lot of rookies playing. We still won 7 or 8 games. Everything's okay. It's all going to come together next year. And then next year, you and I, Alejandro, are right back on the phone saying the same thing. I know. I get your drift, man. I know where you're coming from.
I'm a season ticket holder, and I'm always going to back the Dolphins, and I'm always going to be there at the games regardless. I'm not going to give up on them because I'm not a bandwagon fan. I'm really a fan of the Dolphins. But I do want to see changes because the thing is, I was born in 1972. When they won their last Super Bowl, I was a year old, and I want to put one in my bucket list before I die.
Alejandro, you hear me every week, and I always appreciate your fandom and the way you are like me. Look, there's going to come a day, I promise you, even though it seems very bleak sometimes, there's going to come a day where the Dolphins win a playoff game. There's going to come a day where the Dolphins win a Super Bowl. And when they do, it's going to be such a high for you because you rode these waves. You were at the lowest of the low. You were at the highest of the high. And you can say, I never abandoned this team, and I am now here for the pinnacle. And Alejandro, on that day, you and I are going to be celebrating like nobody else because we were there through it thick and thin. You are a true fan, and I do appreciate that. One more phone call, 305-567-0560, 104.3 FM, WQAM. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Elias.
Go ahead, Ellis.
I want to just. I'm tired of these fans that's calling in, that's wishing that the Dolphins lose.
Right.
What type of fandom? What type of mentality is that? That's
Loser
not an
mentality.
alpha mind. Yes, that's a loser mentality. What, were you fighting for a draft pick? That don't make no sense right now. That's not an alpha mind.
I want to ask you, Elias.
And,
Elias, who is the greatest player that most people consider the greatest player of all time in the NFL?
Tom Brady.
What round did he go in?
6th round.
Yeah, he won the first overall pick. The Patriots didn't tank. They didn't tank to get Tom Brady.
Thank you. You supposed to learn how to be a fan. What I'm saying is this: you don't ever. It's an off season is the time that you criticize. You want to criticize your team, but this is what you have. You know nothing can change right now. Ride with your team. Support your team. That's what it means to be a fan. It means that you're going to take the bitter with the sweet. You get to talk trash when they lose, and then when you win, you got to take them punches. You get to talk trash when they win, but when you lose, you got to take them punches.
Elias, how proud are you of this team right now? How proud are you?
Man, I'm so proud. I love this. I love to be able to go out there and talk trash and hold my head up high right now.
You know, Elias, I'm right there with you, and it's especially sweet for me because I'm from New Orleans originally. We hate the Falcons. Big Lynn right now probably saying cuss words, and she's a lady. She don't cuss. My family, my friends, everyone calling, congratulating me, saying thank you for taking out the – hold up, Jimmy. Get the trigger ready. Get the trigger ready. Family, friends calling, saying thank you for beating up on the Falcons. One more phone call because I love you guys so much. 305-567-0560. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
I'm Ron, calling from Fort Lauderdale.
Go ahead, Ron. What's up?
Hey, I appreciate everybody kind of, we all like the Dolphins, winning football games. But at the end of the day, the day I was pissed off was the day we took Tua over a 6'6" quarterback.
I understand.
And, and really the second day was the day we fired Brian Flores. So, we had the ingredients in the building. But apparently, the guys that were threatened by him and just, the things that went on because Brian was not a guy that would bite his tongue. He would call it like it is, which is really what we needed, which is what we're asking for right now.
I understand, Ron. We didn't exactly get better today. We just played better today is what you're kind of saying.
We did play better today. And I don't, I've been saying this all along to people that have been, all over Mike McDaniel. I think he's part of the problem, but he's not the biggest part of the problem. If someone was feeding me that kind of garbage coming out of the draft and, drafting Savanaya with trading up with a second, third, and fourth round pick and taking a fifth back to have the worst, score in PFF modern day statistics. Really, look at the draft picks that have been wasted. Tua, Noah, Austin. And, when you got 3 first-round picks, I think we could do better than Tua, Noah, and Austin.
I understand, Ron.
We can go through it. Cam Smith.
You got Divine Achane. You got Cam Smith's really bad. Divine Achane.
Hey, there's some good picks in there. But
the old saying. The old saying in the South, Ron. The sun shines on the dog's ass at least once a day. That's the old saying. You're gonna get it right every once in a while, whether you try to or not.
Yeah, and I think that, at the end of the day, he's proven that, he can make some trades and use those draft picks effectively for trades for free agents. But, you go back and look through his history of draft picks.
I understand.
And
I know it's rough, Ron. It's run. Some of the roster is a little challenged, but they got to win today. Real quick, Ebad, want to hear from you. What's going on, Ebad?
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Dan Day.
Great.
Great, man. I'm happy we finally got a dub on the record side. And I'm happy to see this team haven't quit, despite what happened last week. Everything was down, but they still came out and fought. And, that doesn't seem like a team that wants to tank right now and give up for the coach.
Nope, this team keeps playing, Ebad. We appreciate you. We got to go to break. We're going to come back with our game balls. Jimmy Menthal's Dan Day, Game Day Uncensored postgame, 104.3 FM WQAM.
Right.
And plus, there's the cool rewind feature where you can listen to any part of any show you might have missed anytime.
Now, let's get back to the Game Day Uncensored postgame show on FM 104.3 WQAM, Miami's sports leader.
Mixed replies to the Dolphins' whooping of the Falcons, 34-10 on the phone lines and on the text line, 305-567-0560, 954 text in. I feel like I'm living in La La Land listening to you. What the are people celebrating? What is the benefit of this win? The benefit of the win is a win. Your team might figure some things out, and your team was better than someone. That's kind of a benefit. Also got a 786 text. Even a broke watch is right twice a day. Okay. 954, I like this text more. A win is a win is a win is a win. And Jimmy and I are celebrating a Dolphins win today, 34-10. What a win. Right now, let's get to our offensive player of the game, sponsored by Ed Morse Sawgrass Auto Mall. Jimmy, your offensive player of the game.
I'm going to go with Mr. Pink Eye himself, Tua Tagovailoa.
Whatever's wrong with him, I hope it never gets right. Tua has his best game of the season by far, following his worst game of the season. But you like to see him rally. 20 for 26, 205 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. I'm going to give my offensive game ball to one guy that has been much maligned, has also kind of been much hated. Calls for his benching. One Jonah Savianaya. Today, his name was called a couple times by the announcers, but not in a bad way, in a good way. This offense, their line held up. Jonah Savianaya not getting burnt. Jonah Savianaya making blocks. A guy learning on the job, a rookie. Give him some time. Maybe, just maybe he's figuring things out. And maybe, just maybe for one day, let's not pile on him. Jonah Savianaya, he played his best game as a pro. I want to give him my offensive game ball. Make me feel good. Now let's get to player of the game, sponsored by JM Lexus. JM Lexus has the best team in the business, a 4.8 Google rating with over 22,000 reviews and counting. JM Lexus, West Sample Road, Moorgate. Jimmy, take it away. Your player of the game.
I'm going to kind of do it Mike McDaniel style. Give it to the whole defense.
The whole defense. What a defense it was. They shut down a lot of people who thought a guy who was going to have the biggest, most productive day in NFL history today, they said. Seriously, they really thought total yardage. He could break the NFL record for one game total yardage. He did not. His name is Bijan Robinson, just 9 carries for 25 yards. Worst rushing defense against the quote-unquote best rusher in the league. Nah, of course, next week we got Derrick Henry. We'll see about that. And maybe Lamar Jackson back. Nonetheless, today we celebrate that a team that only gave up 213 total yards, 168 passing yards, 45 rushing yards. Yeah, that defense definitely deserves a game ball. My game ball, I'm going to go to old Pink Eye himself, Tua Tagovailoa. Mama always said, it ain't that you got knocked down, it's how you get up. And Tua got off the mat after the worst performance of his career to have a great game today. I don't care what anybody says. It was a great game from him. Tua Tagovailoa, 20 for 26. 205 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a couple of dimes. That Malik Washington pass was a dime for a touchdown. That now brings us to our drive of the game, sponsored by the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Get offers on select models now. Learn more at Lexus.com. The drive of the game, with 10:23 left in the third quarter, Mr. All-World Bijan Robinson fumbles. Terrell Dotson recovers. What do the Dolphins do? They look like a good team. What good teams do when they get the ball, they drive down the field and make you pay. A 10-play drive, 84 yards, capped off by Jalen Waddle, catching a 43-yard touchdown. 24-3 was the score. And I know Chick-fil-A isn't open on Sundays. So at that point, the only filet in Mercedes-Benz Stadium was Falcons filet. And the Dolphins were feasting. Dolphins feast today on the Falcons. Couldn't happen to a better team. Both ways going, the Dolphins and the Falcons. We win 34-10 for Jimmy Menthols. I am Gameday. We'll see you Thursday night after the Baltimore Ravens game. This has been Game Day Uncensored postgame on 104.3 FM WQAM.
During the Drive into Fall event at Kendall Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.